Stage 1 begins the 10 stages of every Black Ops 3 Zombies player. The player is often feeling excited, but also curious for what's to come, because they've probably played previous Zombies games before and really want to know what Treyarch does next. When they spawn into their first game ever, the player immediately notices the graphical upgrade from those previous games. The textures and the smooth gameplay absolutely blow the player away. When exploring the map they decided to try, they notice a bunch of new things. A gumball machine, how they can turn into a monster with the press of a button, and they question why they're not using the normal M1911. Even though the player is very confused with all these new things, a weird desire where they want to learn about all this new stuff sets in, and they quickly advance to the next stage. Stage 2 is where the new BO3 Zombies player starts to learn a lot more about the game. This means doing basic playthroughs of all the maps, but since there's so much new stuff to take in, it also comes with a lot of confusion. Bro, how do I turn on this perk machine? Like, I swear you could oh, it's already on. Respawn with the guns you had when you bled out. Oh, this revives you? That's insane! Let me test this out. Wait, what? So sliding makes me faster. I should just be able to slide right back. Okay, never mind, I'll just stick to running. While the player is figuring those things out, they find other, more simple things to explore, like filling up dragons, watering plants, finding new enemies, figuring out that they can float, flinging themselves, and getting stared at by a weird eye. All this new stuff is pretty weird to the player, but it's weird in a good way. They start to get the zombies itch and just really want to completely understand all of this new stuff. Stage 3 is where the Zombies player gains much more in-depth knowledge. This could be through online research, like watching YouTube, or just playing the game more. Alright, let's see. Black Ops 3 tips and tricks. Alright. Shoot the zombies. Don't die? Players in this stage get their first wonder weapons, start to understand which perks are the best, they know how to open up Pack-a-Punch, and they have their favorite training spots picked out. They also start practicing the best beast mode routes and realize that some gobblegums aren't as good as others. Usually players will set moderate round goals for themselves like 20 or 30, and once they complete those, they realize that they're having a ton of fun, and all they want to do is just keep playing and improve even more, because they still don't feel like they've seen everything the game has to offer. After the player has played all the maps and done everything on the surface level, they look to try to master all these maps. So the first thing that they try is Easter eggs. They research on YouTube a bunch of guides on how to do them and which ones they should start with. Here's some of the popular phrases that most players will end up hearing.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. We've completed the...
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456 and... What's going on guys, my name is Mr. Dalek JD and
Once they figure out the steps and which map they'll try, they give it their first attempt. And usually after a long while, they'll finally beat their first Easter egg. They'll watch the entire cutscene all the way through, and will start getting invested into the BO3 story. This leaves the player more curious about what the endings of the other maps could be, so they repeat the process of looking up the guides and attempting all the other Easter eggs. Once they complete them all, they try to master them all by memorizing their steps and speedrunning them, and they'll rank them in their mind about which ones were their favorites. This stage could come before the Easter egg stage, but it really depends on who the player is. In this stage, the player is all about high rounding. Depending on the player's skill level, there will be different requirements for completing this stage. Some it might be round 255, some it might be round 100 on every map, round 50, round 30, or even round 10. Whatever the player's goal is for a high round, they try to achieve it. There will also be a time in this stage where the player is exactly one round away from their goal, and they will choke and die. No, I got stuck! No! Stage 6 is where the Zombies player takes all of their knowledge that they've gained so far and use it to become really good at the game. This player knows every piece of advanced movement in the game, which is basically just slide hopping. The player will also be seen constantly switching their weapons back and forth for literally no reason. Oh yeah, is this good? This is good? Alright, let's do this. This player plans exactly how the first 5 or 10 rounds will go in every single one of their games. They know the cost of every door, gun, and perk, and because of that, it's rare when points even go to waste. This is also the stage where the player will go on a camo and attachments grind. This is basically where the player will no-life the game until they've unlocked every single attachment and camo on every single gun. And it's also normal for the player to maybe get a little full of themselves in this stage just because they've gotten so good, but that's only in rare cases. Stage 7 is where the player gets a little bit more addicted to the game and they really just want to get even better. So what they decide to do is try to get more liquid divinium so they can use the OP gobblegums. They look up ways to get more liquid divinium on YouTube, but find that there's only 2 ways to acquire it. Either loading up a map and getting to about round 7 and then buying a bunch of doors and repeating, or they could buy them. That's right. Give your money to Activision. Yes, that's correct. Some players do end up buying COD points just to spend them on gobblegums. Everyone in this stage has done it, and they're probably not proud, but at least they all got their perkaholics, right? Stage 8 is where the zombies player has done everything that they've wanted to in the base game, and now they want to dabble in a whole new world of zombies. And with that, they choose to do custom zombies, the single most greatest feature that has ever been added in zombies history. It's normal for console players to buy a PC only so that they can play custom maps. This player will immediately be kind of surprised to find out that they have to rebuy Black Ops 3 and for full price. Like seriously, Treyarch, make this on sale 100% of the time, please. Once downloaded, the first map most players will play is a remaster, like Town. Holy cow, these graphics are insane. Dude, look at this lava. This looks amazing. Okay, yep, it still hurts me. Then they'll try a silly map. Dude, what even is this map? Okay, there's a toilet. Oh my goodness. And then they'll try an impossible map. Okay, I don't think this map should be too hard. Holy cow, holy cow, holy cow. Wow. It was only round 3. Some players might even realize that they want to create their own maps, and if they do, they download the mod tools and get working. Some become really good at it, and some just become average at best. But overall, custom zombies has ignited a new fire in the BO3 zombies player. Stage 9 is where the player installs crazy mods and mod menus for kind of no reason. Now, let me get something straight. This isn't multiplayer mods to harass and grief other players because that's just messed up. This is purely only to spice up their games and see what can be done. Players in this stage will be seen flying around the maps like a UFO, killing a bunch of zombies in third person, and flying around their game at 4 times speed. But they quickly find out that this is not how they fell in love with zombies. Sure, it can be fun at times to mess around with the game, but initially they just loved shooting the zombies and getting to a high round, using OP wonder weapons that they built, and completing Easter eggs. But once this realization sets in, they move on to the next stage. The BO3 Zombies player reaches stage 10 when they've completely exhausted pretty much every single ounce of playtime that they could have possibly got from BO3 Zombies, and they're overall content with how their BO3 Zombies career went. They might play other games more often and leave zombies for extended breaks, but they always know that BO3 Zombies will always be waiting for them whenever they want to come back and have a great time. Thank you for watching, and watch another video.